Shalom, my kids. First and foremost, before we get into anything, okay, I'd obviously like to give all praises, honor, and due diligence and glory be unto the Father and the Son, Yahawah, Sham, Yahawashi, okay? Brother, welcome back here. Another one through the Spirit of Prophet Yahawashi, okay? I'm going to do an in transit today. Again, man, all praise and glory be to the Father and the Son, Yahawashi, all right? Yeah, man. I was just kind of meditating on, a video I seen, man. And it was kind of, an eye opener because these people, these people already they well know, man. It's coming down to basically the fact that they really can't do anything. Okay. And what I mean by what I just stated is that these people know about the mark of the beast. They know about World War III. They really just can't do anything, man. No amount of protesting, no amount of saving up ammo and bullets and all this and that is gonna, save anything or change anything. You know what I mean? Like Esau likes to get into, okay? And I was watching this video and this woman, she was basically saying that, what is it called? She was like, she was talking about the New World Order, of course, and she was like, for the New World Order, we're gonna have to learn trades and all this and that, okay? I was gonna do the video, via, digitally, put it up on the screen and show you guys whatever, but, it don't really make a difference, man. That's what she was getting into, and it was actually kind of funny because, the video was funny as hell, man, because, what is it called? These people really think that, they're just gonna, chill in the woods. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna chill in the woods and, chill in their homes with a stockpile of food and guns and ammunition, and nothing's gonna happen, man. That's how they think. You know what I'm saying? Alright? You really think Esau's gonna let y'all, okay, because the scriptures speak of this, man. We've always went into it in that regard and showing you guys that, hey, man, if you're not with this system, the scriptures already tell you guys, if you're not with the system, Esau's going to seek to destroy you. Okay? You guys can already see the demonization leading up to that. Okay? What do I mean? Okay? If you're not even aligning with, Esau's already doing this, pro small hat movement. You know what I mean, guys? Alright? If you're not speaking positively about them, if you're making any type of critique videos or just, I've seen videos where people go in their communities and, slightly interview them and they're like, oh, you're anti this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if you're against Esau's new program, I'm gonna call it, alright, man, it's over, man. Okay? Esau's not gonna have your ass laying around. It ain't gonna be on no Black Mirror type of vibes. Because in Black Mirror, there was like a lower society. I've already went into this countless times. It's a show, guys. All right. In one of the episodes, there's a society, or the lowest class of people which aren't under the system. Okay. Not under the system. And what I mean by that is they take the Karagma. They didn't do none of that. They're doing the slave jobs. Okay. The lowest of the low jobs. Esau ain't gonna have none of that, man. You ain't gonna be walking around, living in the woods, like a hermit, some shit. Okay? And this shit ain't going on for much longer neither. Okay? Alright? This place is over with, man. Okay? We're approaching those times where that judgment's coming, guys. Okay? The scriptures tell you, okay? Matter of fact, I'll grab it. Okay? But the scriptures tell you that, man. The day of the Lord is gonna be wrath. Judgment. The day of the Lord is literally judgment, guys. Okay? Esau thinks he's gonna sit up here and, what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these people, they're gonna perish, man. Because, what is it called? They're not ready for what's ready to come. Okay? A lot of these people have faith in themselves. Okay? And you see the sit down that I recently did. Okay? These people really trust in America. They really trust in the government. They trust in all these things, man. But that's all gonna fail you. Okay? And just like how we have a means of faith, they have a means of faith, but it's in the wrong things, man. Okay? Right? right? This is Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 15. It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, okay? A day of wasteness and desolation. The Lord's getting ready to desolate this place, man, and these people, okay? And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because these people, like, they keep believing that, you know, there's always an avenue to get out these things that's getting ready to come, man. It's either that way or the Lord's way. There's no other way, man. You know what I mean? There's no other way, okay? Y'all trust in this place too goddamn much, man. You guys think it's gonna rise back up? It's gonna get fixed? You guys are gonna vote out of it? You know what I mean? All right, that's what these people be thinking, man. Okay, that's what these people strongly believe. None of that shit's gonna happen, man. None of that shit's gonna work, and none of it's going to happen. Okay, none of it's going to happen, and none of it's going to work, man. Okay, all right. And even Esau knows that too. Okay, you don't think Esau sits there and he calculated every possibility? You don't think he calculated every possibility where, okay, you know, if they do this, and, you know, Esau got every metric, every scenario mapped out, man. Okay? And guess who gave him the power to do that? The Lord. Okay? You know, the girls there talking about, oh, you know, we're going to have to learn trades, and we're going to have to do this, and that, and da. You know, there might be a few of you that get away or slip through the cracks, you know what I'm saying, for the meantime. But a lot of y'all gonna perish, man. Okay? Through famine. That's where the Lord, he was listening to all those things, man. Okay? If you ain't gonna perish through famine, you might perish through someone else trying to, you know, delete you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't perish through famine and someone trying to delete you, you might perish through a sickness. You might get sick in those times. And shit, you know, it's gonna be like the third world countries. It's gonna be like the third world countries, man, because even I was looking into Jamaica because they had that hurricane recently and all that. Okay, they said, you know, they were talking about how, you know, hey, shit, don't get sick because these hospitals, man, and even here in America, okay, they tell you the same thing here in America. You know, all those pastors going into it all the time. Okay, they said it's not the time to be getting fucking sick, man. Okay. So you can imagine in those times, man, you're not going to have no damn grocery store to get food, man. You're not going to have a hospital to go, or an emergency room, or the ER, some quick shit where they can just patch you up real quick. You ain't going to have none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go not learn those skills and doom and gloom, but I'm just trying to teach you guys that, you know, stop having so much trust in you know, trying to stockpile this and do this. That's for them doomsday preppers, man. Them Edomite doomsday preppers. Because they, hey, man, all in all, man, we're here to also tell these heathen about the judgment that they're getting ready to receive, man. Okay? So, hey, man, it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay? It is what it is at the end of the day, because Esau's getting ready to receive that judgment too. Not only Esau, but the rest of these heathens, man. Okay? These heathens all get ready to receive that goddamn judgment. Okay? And none of them are exempt. None of y'all are exempt, man. Okay? Jake's gonna get jacked up. These heathens gonna get jacked up. Okay? And it's not gonna be like in the movies where y'all just, you know what I'm saying, y'all chilling and shit. There's gonna be people hiding for sure. But if you think there's gonna be a normal society after everything goes down and y'all gonna be chilling and y'all gonna be doing, like, man, there ain't none of that shit going down, man. Alright? The Lord get ready to get busy, man. Okay? That's why I made the video, and the part of the reason why I want to make the video too is to show you guys that these luxuries, again, the luxuries, man, because this place is filled with luxuries. Like, you can go to the corner store and grab you can go grocery shopping at the damn convenience store, man. You know, you don't want to cook today? I don't feel like cooking. I can go up to a restaurant and get a steak. You know, like, those things are coming to an end slowly, man. Okay, and even now the society's fully functioning, guys, and look at it now. You know, right? Look at it now. Right? People can't even afford that. You know, those things are slowly starting to disintegrate. They slowly start to be removed. You know? Right? Let's finish up the scripture. It says a day of darkness and gloominess. Okay? I wish I could get the word definition, but you guys clearly understand what it's saying. Okay? A day of clouds and thick darkness. The day of the Lord's darkness, man. When we're in those times, we're in the Lord's time, man. That is officially the Lord's time. The time of grace, the time of mercy, and that's why you're going to start to see less mercy. You're going to start to see more coldness not only coldness but darkness and wickedness manifest, man. Because those times where, you know, it's mercy and chill, those times are over, man. Okay? It's officially going to be the Lord's time. The Lord's going to get busy, guys. This is what we've been trying to tell you guys and warn you guys up. Alright? That's what we've been trying to warn you guys. Okay? Right? It ain't going to be where y'all are going to make a whole different society and go well off and shit, man. No, man. It ain't going to be none of that, man. The Lord's going to get busy, man. And Esau going to get busy too. Once Esau takes care of this and this, he going to move on to the next step. You know what I'm saying? Esau going to move on to the next step. You know? That's why the scripture said that we should be pilgrims upon the earth, man. We're gonna have to keep moving. We're not going to stay in one spot the whole time and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Right? The scriptures do speak of, you know, people being so scared and whatnot that they're going to dig holes in the ground and just be in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be true. But I'm speaking in the reference of, you know, these people thinking it's going to be, hey, you know, okay, yeah, we're not going to take the chip. We're just going to chill off to the side. You know, we're going to go in the woods and just camp up. You know? Yeah, that shit ain't going to happen, man. You're going to have a plethora of things to deal with and worry about, too. Okay? It's lucky. I'm still under the weather. Alright? You can have a plethora of things to deal with, man. Okay? Not only to deal with, okay? You're gonna have sicknesses to deal with. The scriptures tell you plagues, okay? Famine, okay? Then you gotta deal with other people. You might even have to deal with animals. Don't you realize if you go in the wilderness, you gotta deal with animals, insects, you gotta deal with the herbs, all that. Okay? You gotta deal with shelter. A lot of people, that's why we always say, right? A lot of people can't even camp. They don't know how to fish. They don't know techniques, strategies on how to catch food. Okay? Your people are too comfortable, man. Okay? And I agree with her to an extent where it's like, you know, right now, you know, learn certain things and tricks, okay? Because, you know, shit, you might have to, in that time, you might have to spend a little time in the forest. You might have to make a quick fire. You know what I'm saying? You might have to catch a fish or two, right? Which is fine. But I'm speaking in the sense of y'all think y'all gonna camp up, all hell's breaking loose, y'all gonna camp up in your crib. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna still have your house, right? You still gonna be chilling with your nice car. Man, that shit's done with, man. That's gonna be over with. Okay? Esau's gonna take, and that's why I be trying to tell you guys through the Spirit, Esau's gonna take away those privileges, man. He's already doing that. Esau's already taken away those privileges. You know? The luxury of going to a restaurant with your family, eating nice, man. Prices all jacked up. Okay? And Esau's doing this shit now. You know, he's doing it now. Right? Right? Okay? Romans chapter 2 verse 5. Okay? It says, but after thy hardness and impediment, heart treasure up unto thyself wrath. Oh shit. It says, against the day of wrath, and the revelation against the righteousness of the judgment of Yahawah. Okay? Okay? Slakia. And the revelation of the righteousness of Yahawah, of the judgment of Yahawah. Okay? And we've already been, obviously the word revelation means to reveal. The Lord already revealed to us what's going to happen. Now, we don't know exactly detail for detail, you know, step by step what's going to happen, but we have an idea of it in our head. Okay? We have an idea of what's going to happen, man. Okay? And I believe the lady was an Edomite woman. She's like, you know, we have to get our trades up, and, you know, we have to start learning, because in the last days it's going to be fair trade, which is, in a sense, she's right. But again, I'm going to say this, I'm going to keep reiterating it. I'm speaking in the sense of y'all think y'all just going to camp up, you know, in the crib, your communities, and everything's going to be safe. You guys are going to have to deal with a plethora of problems, man. Okay? The scriptures tell you this time and time again. Plagues, famine, okay? Right? You're going to have plagues. You're going to have famine. You're going to have people trying to take your shit. You know what I'm saying? You might have to tussle somebody. Okay? The movie World War Z is a perfect example of that, man. Okay? Because the dad was smart, because obviously he was like military experience and all that. But he kept saying, yo, we gotta keep moving, we gotta keep moving, we gotta keep moving. Da, 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 da. Okay? The most he would stay was a night. The dude stay in the night and he's gone. You know what I'm saying? He gotta keep it moving. Even when he was in safety, the man had to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? When they shall say peace and safety. Matter of fact, we'll close out on that. Okay, when they shall say peace and safety, man. We're coming into the times where ain't gonna be no comfortability, man. You might have to wake up in the middle of the night, check, double check. That's the times we're getting into, man. When they shall say peace and safety and sudden destruction coming, man. Right? These jobs getting ready to go, your house getting ready to go, your cars getting ready to go, your groceries getting ready to go, the peace and stability getting ready to go. Hey, man, you gotta be prepared for that. And that's what we keep telling you guys, prepare to lose everything. Be prepared to lose everything. Be prepared not only to lose everything, but to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're not gonna be fine because we're still in the flesh and shit. We're gonna have a little bit of fear. We might be a little rattled up. But all in all, that's why the Lord's there. Because the Lord's there to give us that peace and stability. The Lord is real peace and stability. Okay? And there's many examples of it in the scriptures, man. Even when we're in the face of death, the Lord comforts us, man. That's something that can't be replicated through men. You know what I'm saying? Maybe through a man of the Lord, in a sense, but can't replicate that. Esau can't replicate that, man. Okay? Especially Esau. Alright? Esau trying to take away your peace and safety. He wanna make sure you fucking you go to bed, you crying every night. You in distress every night because it puts him to sleep. That's how evil this devil is, man. Alright? We shall say peace and safety, man. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6, or verse 3, Salakia. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, brothers know this one. We can basically say it from the top of our head. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh to them, as it travaileth upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You're not going to escape what's getting ready to come, guys. Okay? You're not going to escape what's getting ready to come. Alright? You're not going to escape what's getting ready to come. It's like fucking sickness, man. These infirmities in the flesh, man. It's like alright? So you're not gonna escape what's getting ready to come, guys. Okay? Brothers already know. We already know. We already know what we're basically up against, man. Okay? The only thing we really got in this place is Yahawashi and Yashai. That's all we got. That's all we can account for. We ain't got nothing else, man. This shit's done. You know what I'm saying? There is no stability in this place. Those days are over. You barely even have job security. You know what I'm saying? You don't have even amongst your family, your flesh and blood, man. That shit's cooked. Alright? So the times we get ready to come into it, brothers have visions of it all the time. Brothers be telling y'all all the time. Okay? All we really have is the brothers in this truth, man. Okay? Anything in the flesh that we closest thing that we have to the Lord is the brothers, man. That's all we got. Because they're the only ones who can relate and to attest the things that we go through and have to deal with. Other than that, man, we ain't got nothing else, man. You know what I mean? This shit's over with, man. This shit is done. Alright? And Esau knows it's done, man. That's why he's getting ready to keep moving into the next step, the next phases, man. Okay? Because Esau ready to go. He's ready to rock and roll. Alright? So hopefully the point was made and you guys rectified things for the probably a much shy. Okay? Until next time, I can say Shalom. Yahawashi.